안녕하세요. 쑤쌤이에요. 다들 건강하죠? 저도 건강하게 잘 지내고 있답니다. 모두들 건강 조심조심 하자구요. From this class, I select good movies which you can watch using your streaming network's membership, such as Hulu, Netflix. So, let's study Korean words with these movies together. Let's learn with My Sassy Girl in the first class. 엽기적인 그녀, My Sassy Girl was made in 2001. If I translate word for word, 엽기적 is to be bizarre in English. However, the movie in English is called My Sassy Girl. If I were to say My Bizarre Girl, would it feel weird in English, right? However, this bizarre slang was popular in Korea for a while in the early 2000s, and even had a character called the Bizarre Rabbit, 엽기적인. There is no name for the main female character in this movie. The male lead's name is Kyunwoo, but until the end of the movie, the female lead is she, 그녀. Shall I briefly explain the plot of the movie? An ordinary college student, Kyunwoo, meets her, 그녀, one day in the subway, drunk and disorderly. Eventually, she makes a mistake of vomiting on an old man's head, and immediately her eyes meet with Kyunwoo, says, 자기야, honey, and faints. In the end, Kyunwoo had to take responsibility for her lack of face-to-face knowledge. After the bizarre first meeting, Kyunwoo continues to keep up with her and her friends and lovers and gets involved in all sort of incidents. Over time, Kyunwoo and she begin to feel as precious beings to each other. But Kyunwoo and she eventually part ways. A few years passed after Kyunwoo and her last time. She buried a time capsule on a hill and broke up. Kyunwoo, who grew up mentally and physically, will have a meeting with his aunt while preparing to study in England. But then she shows up in front of him 2 years after Kyunwoo and her broke up. In fact, she didn't break up with her ex, but he died in an accident, and it turned out that the ex-lover was Kyunwoo's aunt's son. So, Kyunwoo reunited with her again, ending the film. Let's study some important lines in the movie. Kyunwoo has been through so many absurd things since he first met her. But he has no choice but to fall in love when he sees her when she is sober. 술에 취하지 않은 그녀는 제 이상형이었습니다. 술에 취하다 is to get drunk. 이상형 is the ideal type. So, the whole sentence means she was my ideal type when she wasn't drunk. Kyunwoo and she had not met for years, and when Kyunwoo happened to go to see his aunt, she was the girl that his aunt introduced him to, and his aunt said to them, 한번 사귀어봐. 한번 is one time, and 사귀다 is to go out with somebody. And 보다 is try to do something. So, the whole sentence means try to go out with her. And the last line that Kyunwoo says in the end, eventually it explains everything about the movie. 우연이란 노력하는 사람에게 운명이 놓아주는 달이랍니다. 우연 is coincidence. 이란 is 이라는 것은 the shorter form and it means the fact that. 노력하다 is to make an effort. 노력하는 사람 is a person who try hard. 운명 is fate. 다리 is bridge. And 다리를 놓아주다 is to build a bridge. So the whole sentence means coincidence is a bridge that fate builds for those who try hard. The movie shows Korean fashions and slangs of the 2000s that are totally different from Korea now. Blind dates are also seen, which is an introduction of Korean women and men relationship culture, which is not usually seen in other countries. If you are a member of Amazon Prime, I would recommend the first Korean movie that you can enjoy when you are at home during quarantine. Then, let's study with another movie next time. 그럼 다음 시간에도 다른 영화로 공부해봐요. 지금까지 수쌤이었습니다. 또 봐요.